Good morning and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. O'Don here, your traffic jockey in the traffic studio. We are back here after a short hiatus for this week. So we thank you so much for dialing us up here on your Friday. We're live here on Facebook and YouTube. We'll be going till 9 o'clock for the next hour. So come join us here for the ride. Fairly busy, surprisingly, for a Friday from what I'm seeing here on the maps. So definitely certain spots, got to give yourself some extra travel time. I'll open up the comments here in just a couple of moments. The Sleevy G show, I want to talk to you about that. It was great talking to Gomez, and we had a great time, and it seems like it's getting a pretty good reception on his channel. Let's see if we can push those numbers up, and you can push it out to your friends and everybody. Let's get that out there, and let's get over 100 views, maybe 150 or so. Let's see if we can make that happen and make it the most watched video on his channel. So again, that is the Sleevy G podcast. Had a great time with him. Hopefully we're going to try to get some of the other crew from the morning show, maybe all four of us together. So we'll see what his schedule is to try to plan that out. But nonetheless, it was a lot of fun. Enjoyed talking to Sleevy G there, and let's see if we can make that happen and make it the biggest show on his channel. Awesome stuff. All right, so we're live on Facebook and YouTube as always. Let's set up the channel here, the show, I should say. Let's set up our sponsors. There we go. Put up our branding. Where are we? Branding there. And we should be ready to go. Alexandra, good morning. Working from home today. Very nice. I was actually in your neck of the woods yesterday. It was down on the floor of the stock exchange for a corporate job that I was doing. So that was a lot of fun. I've never been to the stock exchange before. Wow, it actually is a lot smaller than what TV makes it appear to be. So went through the Oculus on Path. That is some train station, really is. That is like a shopping center. It's like, oh gosh, it's like the Garden State Plaza Mall with a train station in it. It is something else. So yes, that was a lot of fun yesterday, going to the floor of the stock exchange. All right, so let's bring in our maps, shall we? Let's see what we've got cooking here. Again, it's 8 o'clock here in or on the east coast of the great United States, and we will be going till 9 a.m. with our little broadcast here. I know we haven't had shows all week. It's just been running from one thing to the next, and yeah, so there we go. All right, so in New Jersey, we've got the Tacony Palmyra drawbridge. It's in the upright position, so everything is shut there until further notice. And northbound on the Parkway at 144, we got a crash. So let's go to the cameras. 44 here. There it is. So there it is right there on the shoulder. Causing just a bit of a minor backup. Nothing terrible to write home about. Going north there up into just before 280, but volume wise in certain places we're down because it's a Friday. So through Clark Cranford is good, just a little bunching up to the construction at 140, and then both ways here up to 148, up to 150. 280 both ways at the Sickle Drawbridge is heavy, and both ways of Route 4 through Teaneck Road. That's going to be a crowded ride. And then west on 80, west of Route 20, we are fairly solid, fairly heavy. Let's go out to Morris County. 80 by Route 15 is good, into Parsippany is fine. So not really seeing much in the way of any issues there. 15 Route 206 in Andover is clear. 287 Mawa suffering all the way down to Parsippany, down to Morristown, and to Bridgewater. Turnpike is in good shape this morning. Let's take a look at 287. Edison, Piscataway, quiet. Parkway through Monmouth County is clear, so is Route 9. Turnpike, 18, out through the long-term construction. That's busy. 195, Parkway, It's fairly, like I said, it's really kind of quiet out here. And 42 and 55 is busy up into 76 and 295. Let's see here. Connor, good morning. Good morning to you, sir. Nice to see you. Thank you. Oops. 347, 47, Route 9, Parkway, Ocean City, Somers Point, Stone Harbor, Wildwood. That is looking good. So New Jersey is fairly clear. Some delays west on 78 into 24, but that's kind of normal. So let's go to the Hudson River crossings now. About 40 for the upper of the George, 25 for the lower, 25 for the Lincoln, 20 at the Holland. Oh, it's slightly down, not by much though. Let's go to the city incident pages. Broken down vehicle on the drive north of the Triborough, broken down vehicle on the Deegan northbound. Okay. Anna, buenos dias. Happy Friday. Good morning to you from Homedale. So there's the Deegan. And the FDR Drive. Yeah, Alexander, that area down in Wall Street is really nice. It's the first time I've ever been down there. So the gravesite of Alexander Hamilton from the church there. I forgot the name of the church. All right, I think the FDR Drive thing is gone, but and the FDR Drive is also out of the way as well. I should really like to know what it is. Trinity Church. Yes. I got a beautiful picture of that from last night when it was all lit up. Okay, so that's that. The normal stuff going south on the Harlem Drive into the RFA Triborough, cross Bronx west of the Bronx River Parkway. I don't know what we got going on here. North on the Bruckner extension is heavy up into the Hutch. Northbound Hutch is just dialed out from the drawbridge all the way on up into Cross County. Looks like we may have a hit here going north on the Bronx River Parkway to 233rd. South Mount Bruckner at the Hunts Point Drawbridge is a little crowded. South on the BQE, really tuned up here from Northern Boulevard all the way down into the Williamsburg Bridge. Both ways, the BQE were heavy here, straight off the Verrazano, getting through Industry City on the Gowanus, up into the Brooklyn Bridge. Just a lot of volume. Just no reports of any accidents. Staten Island are fine across the board. Wow, not many times you could say that. East on the belt, a little heavy at Bay 8th. West, a little bit heavy at Flatbush Avenue. And looks like the Van Wyck has got something going on going north. No, here we go. Let's come on over here. How does the picture look and everything on the YouTube end? Because this thing is telling me that my connection is not very good for some reason. wonder if the router has got something. I mean, I've restarted everything, and well, there's the left lane with a broken down vehicle of some capacity, or it's a construction vehicle or something. It's going south here, south of Atlantic Avenue. Okay. Linden Boulevard, pardon me. And tomorrow I'll be on 880 from, what time am I going to start? I should know. From 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on News Radio 880. West on the LI looks like it's a bit heavy here. West of the Fairgrounds, east on the LI is heavy out to the Clearview. Cross Island going north of the Southern on up into Hempstead Turnpike is going to be a little bit busy. Let's see. Anna says just a little fuzzy, not as sharp as usual. Interesting. I'm a little lost as far as what that would be. What's going on? I don't have Wi-Fi on. I just have the regular Ethernet. Huh. Well, I can't really stop the show at this point, so we'll just kind of have to ride it out. I wish I knew what it was. Huh. Connor says, "Go Devils." Devils doing well after a 2-0 deficit. Come back to win the next 3. Come back to win the next 3. So game 6 is tomorrow at the Garden. That should be a lot of fun. Let's see here. Let's go to Long Island incident page. No matching records. Okay, just some slow traffic on the Southern both ways between 19 through 22, and then westbound into 110 is going to be heavy. West in the LI is heavy here at 39. North on the Saturday coast, a little heavy here just past the Southern, but the LI west of 111, that's a little bit slow. And LI in the Vets Highway is fine. Everything out to the east end is looking good going east into Hampton Bay, Shinnecock Hills, Tuckahoe, and Southampton. Okay. Let's bring in Connecticut now. Oh, there's my neighbor with the leaf blower. I really think this guy has, I don't know, he's got some addiction to the sound of the leaf blower. I feel like we should just make a soundtrack and just put it in his headsets. He's out here every single day. You can't figure out after one day it didn't just kind of repopulate itself. Alexander says not happy. I'm a Rangers fan. Yes, I know many who are Rangers fans who are not very happy. Just haven't had any kind of, what have they scored, Alexander? 1 goal in the last 2 games. They lost 4-0 yesterday, and they lost what, 3-1 game 4. I mean, they're just not scoring anything. So here's 95, 10-5. Westport southbound 41-35. Okay, so let's go to the maps now. So there's your 95 delays, 16 down to about 5, and then the Merritt Parkway's heavy into Route 7. South along the 8 and 25 over to 95. That is going to be busy. So let's go to the Hutch. I want to see if something's going on there. About 3 minutes. We will be going to Alexander says embarrassing. Yep, that's exactly what it is. I can't believe this guy's out here at 8 o'clock in the morning with that leaf blower. Oh, it's just mind-numbing. Regardless if it was a Friday or a Saturday, it's just, oh. Let's see here. Crash in the Hutch, southbound approaching Mamaroneck Avenue, and then Croton Reservoir Bridge, Taconic. We're kind of really tuned up here on the Hutch. And that is with that problem here, Mamaroneck Avenue. Which is right here. All tuned up in either direction. Wow. Wow. It's bad. Got to go with the Bronx River Parkway or the New England Thruway. East on 287, heavy. At the NET. And east along 287, heavy. Elmsford on over to Fairview. Over to Rockland County, the Thruway across the Tappan Zee Bridge. We are fine up to Orange County on the Thruway is good. 17M, Route 6. 17 and 84, that is clear. 84 across the Beacon Bridge, that is going to be looking good. And on over towards Ludingtonville, Brewster Hill, Brewster, Peach Lake, 684, Golden's Bridge, Katona, Bedford Hills, Upper Westchester, we're clear. All right, what's not clear is the weather. These reports are fairly short, so I'm going to have to fill in a couple spots here. But let's go to the Weather Center and our friends over at Rutgers and the Weather Watchers. Good morning.
Jumping straight into our headlines for today, we do have rain for the weekend ahead into the work week, and we are looking at cloudy skies for Sunday, but we do have some warmer temperatures and some sunny skies late next week to look forward to. For the commuter forecast in the morning, we're just looking at cloudy skies, but once we get later into the afternoon, we are looking at moderate showers. But as for today's high temperatures, it's 60 in much of the tri-state area in Milford, Islip, Sussex, and Piscataway, 63 in Camden, 62 in Millville, 63 again in Wildwood, and 61 in Atlantic City. As for today's low temperatures, it's 46 in Milford, 47 in White Plains, 48 in Islip, a warmer 54 in New York, 48 in Piscataway, and 53 down in Wildwood. As for the futurecast, starting today, we do have some showers covering the state of New Jersey, and as it moves northbound, it is going into the rest of the tri-state area, but as it moves north, it will disappear, and we're left with cloudy skies for Sunday. Back to you, Don.
Thank you so much. I'm not sure who that was as far as Weather Watchers. I feel like this is, James Corden just wrapped up his run on the Late Late Show, and I haven't seen it yet, so I'm excited to see that later today, but seems like it's a game we could play, name your weather watcher. The voice sounds familiar again, but it's just not computing who that was. If you can guess who that is, maybe throw it up in the comments for us and let us know. All right. So there's our traffic patterns here this morning. Let me, let's do this here. Let's see what see more. Okay. So they pretty much, it seems like they used up their 10 goals in the first two games, beating the Devils by the same exact score. So in 3 full games, they've only scored 2 goals. Disgusting. That's just that. I mean, you can't be at this level in the playoffs here and expect to win anything. Wow. Devil. I mean, but look, I mean, you can credit that to the goaltending of the Devils. The new guy they put in there for game 3. I mean, he's like a wall. So credit to him for pitches the shutout yesterday and only gives up 2 goals in 3 games. Wow, that's impressive. No question about that. No question about that. All right, so we got the lowly Rangers there, but Devils are doing well. So for all the Devils fans out there, congratulations there. We go to the Knicks here, which are one of the hottest teams in sports right now. This is the hottest ticket in town, really. And they're going to play the Heat, and they have home court advantage. Look at that. So they are playing the Heat on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Ugh. Why do they have to what's with these games? And a Tuesday game? Or no, these games all can't be at 1 o'clock. There's something wrong with that. The Sunday game, yes, but not 2, 3, 4, or 5. No, something's a foul here. A foul. So what is it? 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. That's Sunday and Tuesday, and then they get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, come back Saturday, Monday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm curious to see who's left at the NBA playoffs. Playoffs? See what the bracket looks like. Come on. I just want to look at the bracket. Oh, what is this? No. Come on. Playoffs. Love that clip. Here we go. From the official source. Always go to the official source, right? All I want to do is, there we go. That's all I was looking for. Voila. Yeah, I was going to say the Knicks at a 5 getting home court advantage. I mean, the Heat took out the Bucks. That's fantastic. That's fantastic for the Knicks. I mean, but look, the 76ers, I think, are really the team to, and the Knicks too, but the 76ers are going to be a tough drill there. Certainly didn't get any help from the Nets. Nets just folded and went home. I mean, Miami, a commanding win over the Bucks. I mean, 4-1, just wiped them off the playoffs here. Suns took care of the Clippers. The Nuggets took care of Timberwolves. Golden State is up. This could make for an interesting next round if the Lakers playing kind of well there against the Grizzlies. Wow. Memphis never seems to can put it together for these playoffs. Just can't figure out why. But anyway, that game is this evening. Both games. That'd be an interesting matchup the next round if both can win tonight. Lakers, Warriors. It's going to go to San Francisco if that continues to be. Look at that. Almost all 3 are in the Sacramento, Golden State, and the Lakers, and the Clippers. I mean, Southern California. California representing. There were 4 teams. That's an interesting matchup, yeah. Well, the Knicks just have to take it 1, and the Heat are really coming off a hot win against the Bucks. So that's the kind of team you kind of don't want to face. But the Knicks have a lot of weapons, so And it's a long series. So, yeah, they got a long road ahead. Long road ahead. You know, this Heat series could go 6 games, maybe even 7, and then you're going to probably at least get 5 to 6 out of the Sixers or Celtics. You know, Knicks still have a lot of work to do. You know, they still got to win 8 more games before the finals. So, and the championship, they got to win 12 games. Wow. And let's see what the NHL playoffs. I feel like the NHL puts a lot more teams in than the NBA, but I just want to see the bracket. Yes, thank you. Oh, wonderful. Seems like everybody and their mother gets in. Let's see here now. Dun, 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 dun. They got all kinds of wild cards and the old wild card. Real wild card. So let's see here now. This could be interesting if it looks like Seattle won the other night. So they're up 3-2 against the Avalanche. Dallas against who is this, Nat? Who is this? Oh, the Wild, Minnesota. Vegas won. I saw the end of that game last night. Took out, what is that, Winnipeg? Yeah, the Jets. I'm trying to remember what that, what was it? There's only 3 or 4 teams that are the same nickname in multiple sports. See if you can name them in the comments. See if you can come up with a list. I believe that it's definitely 3. I'm trying to think, is it 4? It's 4. There's 4 teams that have the same name but in multiple sports. See if you can name them in the comments section, please. We know the outcomes of we know what's going on there. The Kings, Edmonton leads the Kings. So really the first one to punch their ticket to the next round is Vegas. Although the Islanders are still kind of hanging in there. Let's see if they can do anything. Toronto leads the Lightning. And Florida is really giving Boston a run for their money. This would be interesting if the Islanders can piece it together. It's fairly uphill battle here to pull off 2 more wins, but possible that the Islanders could face either the Devils or the Rangers. There would be kind of a tri-state all first and second round. But there are so many games still left to be played. Oof! Wow. So again, that's our trivia question for today. Let's see if you can name the 4 nicknames that are in multiple sports, the 4 major sports. Not 4 major sports, but people consider soccer too that way. Major League Baseball, NHL, NBA, and the NFL. Those 4. There's 4 teams that have the same name in multiple sports. See if you can name them. Let's see here now. I guess we should go back to our traffic pattern, right? Well, we're kind of taking a break here. Let's just run down our sponsors here. We thank Darley Newman and Travels with Darley, and her other program called Look Up with Darley. She is in New Orleans now, doing a lot of fun stuff here with looks like she's shooting another episode of Travels with Darley. Really fun stuff there. Travels with Darley. So Watchers show on PBS Grade, New Jersey PBS, as well as Amazon Prime, Wonder Innovation TV's Journey. You also want to go to our website, Darley-Newman.com for more information. And her shop is Darley C. Newman /shop. And that is going to be for some merchandise. So get in and follow her here on Instagram as well. Let me show you the shop. There it is. There's the shop with the Travels of Darley sweatshirt and the hoodie, as well as the coffee mug that I have on the set. So definitely head over there and peruse the offerings from Darley Newman. DarleyCNewman.com /shop. And again, Darley-Newman.com for more information on the program. So we thank Darley so much for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Also, our friends over at Maxim Motor Cars, LLC, 973-620-9060. Again, that's 973-620-9060. Let's check out what Nick has to offer here. Looks like not still the same for the most part. It's got the Cadillac here, 2004. Pontiac, it's got the Grand Caravan, sold the Acura. 2015 BMW and the 2002 Volvo are still there. So quality vehicles, certainly have some higher mileage on them, but nonetheless, they're still in very, very good shape. They're all handpicked by Nick and his father, Anthony. So that's Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060, and we thank them so much for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Let's check in with Ralph, and let's check in with the Facebook page to see if there's any new flavors or and there are. Ooh, let's see here. So we got old favorites are back for spring. We now have baklava, vanilla ice cream with honey, walnuts, brown sugar, and cinnamon. Oh, wow. Look at that. And Nutella, chocolate hazelnut ice cream. Stop in for a scoop. Wow. Look at that. Ralph just bringing it. Look at Ralph's just, he's throwing fastballs at you. He's that's it. He's on the pitch clock here and he's throwing fastballs. He is throwing fastballs right down the center of the plate, right at the beginning of the season. I don't remember. Well, I believe he's had baklava before, but Nutella, I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember both of them, either one of them. So these could be new, but wonderful stuff. Look at that. I'm going to text Ralph and see if he's going to be around this evening. I'll go up and say hello. Check out the baklava and the Nutella. So there it is, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue West in Cranford. 908-272-3000 again. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. And certainly head over to the wonderful shop, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, for some wonderful ice cream. And we thank Ralph for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. And last but not least, our friends over at the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark. And their phone number will be 908. That's it. 908-325-6283. Again, 908-325-6283. We thank them so much for sponsoring our little broadcast here on the internets and the YouTubes. So that's the Shaved Cave for your best in grooming needs. Head to the Shaved Cave. Again, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark. All right, so let's get back to our action here this morning. And it says, I'm definitely intrigued by the baklava flavor. I am too. Like I said, I don't remember that from last year, but the sign implies that it was there last year, and I'm sure it was. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. Just don't remember it off the top of my head here at 8:30 on a Friday after a long evening at the New York Stock Exchange. So west on 80 looks like we've got a hit here over by Route 20. So let's go to, that Stock Exchange was someplace, that building. trading floor is impressive. Like I said, it looks a lot bigger on TV than what it actually is in person. And even when you go upstairs, there's like banquet rooms and there's all kinds of stuff. It's fantastic, wonderful. Quite honestly, it's like it almost feels like it's like a wedding venue or something. I don't know what, but all right. So there's the accident there. Appears to be off to the right shoulder. It's tough to see if there's a lane block. I think it's on the shoulder. So west on 80 at Route 20. Surprised that they don't have this now. I have it on the camera, but they didn't put it in the system. So that's right in here. It's this thing. Sometimes they don't put stuff in the system. They're kind of like Connecticut, or if it's on the shoulder, they won't put it in the system. So we did our sponsors. We did that. You know, we may need to wrap it up a little bit earlier than that because this connection issue, I don't want to continue on too terribly long if the connection is not that good. And let's see here. You know, maybe something in South Brunswick here on South on 130. No, in Dayton. No, it's just some volume. Well, they're saying a crash here on 130 at South River Road, Plainsboro Road. 195.33. The Parkway is clean and green, so is Route 70. 78, 287, all the way up to 80. Route 15 is good. 287, 17, we're fine. Parkway, Turnpike, all good. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings now. I think we'll do one more sweep, and then I think we'll wrap it up here for today. Oh, there we go. Oopsie. About 25 at the George, about 20 at the Lincoln and Holland. So that's definitely down in the numbers department. The city just loaded up here. Gowanus, BQE, both ways. The Brooklyn Bridge, Battery Tunnels, about 15, about the same thing, 15 to 20 at the Midtown Tunnel. West in the LIE is really heavy here past the fairgrounds. And then west, it looks like there's an accident here just past the Clearview. The Van Wyck is heavy both ways here at Atlantic and Hillside Avenues. And north on the Cross Island is crowded southern on up into Hempstead Turnpike. Let's go to Manhattan. East side is busy south into the RFK Triborough. What else is new there? West side looks pretty good. West on the Cross Bronx 70 into the Bronx River Parkway. And Throgzank a little heavy into Queens. Bronx Whitestone Bridge is busy, and the Cross Island. Always go for the Clearview, never go for the Cross Island. It just loads up there getting into Bayside Marina. That's some exiting volume off the southbound Clearview. It's the eastbound Grand Central. Bell Parkway a little heavy east of Flatbush. Let's go out to Long Island. So both ways of the southern is busy here. The Wonton over to the Meadowbrook. LIE West getting into exit 39 is busy. 135 is good. LIE is fine. Sunrise Highway, LIE, that's clear. Everything through central eastern Suffolk County until you get to the Hamptons, Hampton Bays, Shinnecock Hills, Tuckahoe, Watermill, Bridgehampton. That is a slow ride into Connecticut. More volume on the Merritt, 95, Darien, Stamford, outbound, southbound 8 and 25 is busy in Bridgeport. And then we still have the issues on the Hutch this morning, getting just north of Mamaroneck Avenue. Make sure I get that right. It's really Weaver Street. It's going south. Yeah, Mamaroneck Avenue is where the crash is. That's still being cleared. 287, a little dialed out into New England Thruway. East on 287, Elmsford to White Plains is busy. And then north on the Hutch is crowded up into the Cross County. But again, your Hudson Valley friends is good here on the thruway. 84. It's fine. Fishkill, 100 Brewster, 684. Mohegan Lake, Yorktown Heights, Route 9, 133, 684. Everything is in good shape, really. So, our volume is definitely down. No question about that. The volume is definitely down here today, which is a good thing. We didn't do transit the last time. I knew I forgot something. So let's do this. Corridor, we got 715 from Jersey Avenue was canceled. Atlantic City, 917. AC arrivals 25 minutes late. Hudsonburg and Light Rail depart from Richard Street. All right, let's go to the fun path trains. I've been more on path in the last week than I ever have in my life. And I know, Alexandra, you are a resident path expert. The Hoboken to World Trade Line, Hoboken 33rd delayed. Also, the path station at Hoboken is nice. It's a nice, not a bad little station there. And certainly the Oculus is just something to really go, whoa, that's what a train station should be, right? Harrison Station is nice. Newark is nice too. I just bought the Smart Link card. I think that's the easiest and fastest way to do things. Let's see. Okay, so that's path. Let's go to the MTA. Uptown B trains are running with delays after we correct a door problem on a train at Sheepshead Bay, or northbound really through Brooklyn, Kings Highway. Let's go to the rails. Everything is on or close to schedule. Okay. What I want to do now is, let me see if I can find the enhanced radar. I just want to see where this rain is kind of knocking on our door. And there may be a little light spritzing in Trenton, but as we widen this up, I have one more weather hit to play. You can see this is all inbound here. I would think by our area by 1, 2 o'clock, this is going to get overswept with some of this heavier rain. This weekend is really going to be a mess. It's going to be almost like a cold November rain. So we'll see if we can get this, get it out of here before, according to what I was looking on the future cast there from our Weather Watcher friends, it looks like it may be gone before Sunday. I don't know. It's the forecast for Sunday. There's a street fair here in town. And I don't know, could be in jeopardy. Speaking of that, we might as well just go to the Weather Watchers and just dial them in and see what we got. Good morning.
Jumping into our headlines for this week, we do have rain for the weekend into the work week ahead and cloudy skies for Sunday. However, we do have some warmer temperatures to look forward to and some sunny skies for late next week. As for the commuter forecast, this morning is just a little bit cloudy with green lights and good to go, but as we get into the PM commute, we are looking at moderate showers. As for today's high temperatures, it's 60 in much of the tri-state area, with 60 in Milford, Islip, Sussex, and Piscataway, 61 in Trenton and Atlantic City, 63 in Camden and Wildwood, and 62 in Millville. As for today's low temperatures, it's 46 in Milford, 48 in Islip, 54 a little bit warmer in New York, 48 in Piscataway, 49 in Trenton and Toms River, and 53 in Atlantic City and Wildwood. As for the future cast, as we get into Friday later in the day today, we are looking at some rain for the state of New Jersey, and as we move northbound into Saturday, it will have covered the tri-state area, but as for Sunday, it moves away and we're left with some cloudy skies. As for the 7-day forecast, we do have that 90% chance of PM showers, the high of 60 and a low of 48. Saturday into the early start to the work week, we are looking at rain and chances of morning showers with high temperatures of 57, 65, 64, and 59. And as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, we're looking at partly sunny and mostly sunny skies with a high of 59 and 67 and lows of 42 and 48. Back to you, Don.
Thank you so much. And I wish we could guess the Weather Watcher. Who is that? Just not ringing a bell here who that is. Let's see. I'm going to Bethlehem tomorrow. How does it look? Weather-wise, I think you're gonna need the umbrella and the rain gear. Bethlehem is out here. So are you going to do 287 to 78? That's probably the easiest way to do it from down in your neck of the woods here. Take the Parkway to 287 and shoot up to 78. Shoot right in. You should be fine. I can't imagine it being very busy at all. So all right, so let's do this. Let's do this here. Let's go back to the Corvette Museum. See what we got that none of us can afford. Oh my. Oh my. Delivery 1. Impact. Little Rapid Blue Stingray R package with the Accelerate yellow calipers. The white convertible 70th anniversary edition Z06. Wow, that's a rare beast there. It's a black. I can't tell whether it's the 70th anniversary or not. I'm not sure, but yeah. So that's a good shot there of the trunk capacity. You still have room for the trunk, along with the convertible top, which is very, very cool. Whereas if you have the coupe, you can take the roof off, but it goes in the trunk, but then you lose the trunk space. It's just a FYI. Anna says she is, well, here it is. Definitely packing my rain gear, going to an outdoor track meet, possibly my son's last meet as a collegiate athlete before he graduates. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, hopefully they still run it because it seems like it's going to be a lot of rain, but that should be fun. There's a silver coupe. And actually, again, you can see the trunk space there is the same trunk space, but when you take this roof off, that sits right in here. And I still think the convertible is the better value myself. There's a white coupe getting all polished up. Looks like I got a lot of deliveries today. Look at that. Stealth, all jet black. The red calipers, very cool. Nope. Lost one there. Oh, I wanted to see that. No. That's the one that was gone. It was 7. They just put down the top, up the top. I wanted you to see how that convertible top worked. So we can rewind. That's a Z06 too. The red mist metallic. They must have just brought it from the factory too, because they're putting up the barriers. Clicked on the wrong thing. Oh well. So there's our Corvette. Show you another vehicle I thought was kind of interesting. So I hopefully put my name on a couple of the lists here to maybe do a media ride and drive event, which I've always would love to do. So we'll see if GM gets back to me or not. But this is the Invista. This is from Buick, the small SUV. I think it's kind of sharp looking myself. I think in this top trim, even though I don't know why they're only showing like 4 colors, but I'm not ocean blue. It's kind of an interesting metallic color. Twilight black, moonstone gray. I can't believe they only got 5 colors for the top trim. That would be disappointing. Disappointment. But anyway, I kind of like the shape of this. It's kind of an interesting looking vehicle, and the price is kind of affordable too. Starts at $23,000. Would have been nice if it was a little spoiler off the back here, kind of a deal. But anyway, I'm trying to show you the inside here. It's kind of interesting. It almost has like a little BMW X6 look to it. The Activity Coupe. But my only beef, not beef, but it's just, well, one, they should have made a hybrid version of this. I know they're trying to go all electric, but they should have made a hybrid version of this engine component. I think would have helped. And then 2, a small electric motor, I think would have given a little more oomph. It's only got 137 horsepower. It's a turbocharged engine, but there's not a whole lot of musculature behind that. And it should have been a panoramic roof too, if I'm just putting my 2 cents in where no one's going to listen anyway. But I think it's kind of an interesting vehicle nonetheless. So we'll see if we are able to get on to the list for a ride and drive event. All right, friends. Traffic's fairly light here this morning, so I think we're going to wrap it up because I feel like I'm losing my voice. So, anyway, I want to thank Anna Alexandra Connor for joining us. Anna, enjoy your weekend at the track meet. And good luck to your son and running the meet. And, just pack the rain gear. I think you're going to need it. So definitely have fun, enjoy, have a safe trip out there. I think you'd be good on 287 to 78. I think is probably your best route. Alexandra, thanks so much for joining us. All the nice comments you mentioned to me over the last couple of days for the Sleevy G show on Instagram. So I appreciate that so much, my friends. So thank you there. Sleevy G show again. Let's just do the shameless self-promotion. You know what? Let's just see where we're at with our friend Sleevy G. I'll see, what I should have done was I should have networked a little more at the stock exchange. Had some more people subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Maybe we could have gotten a couple of investors, right? So here's our little broadcast here. Let's see if we can get a couple more subscribers just so I can have a confidence and peace of mind that there's somebody else just we're watching here. I don't know. Starting to get a little tough, but the auto show is doing fairly well at 229 views. So that's good. Again, push it out to your friends. It's at Tri-State Traffic Show on YouTube. Let's see if we can get a couple more subscribers here. Let's see if we maybe go for 150. My 200 is, I think, sadly not going to be realistic, but maybe we can do 150 before our first anniversary on May 9th. So that would be a week from Tuesday. So I'll see what the schedule is to see if we can get on for the first anniversary. But I just have to see what the schedule arises for Me TV. So that's our Tri-State Traffic Show. Let's go to the Sleevy G show. Let's see what G is up to. He's got 32 subscribers, picked up a few, so that's good. We are at, let's go to the videos. Let's see where we are on the list of viewed videos. So we're at 65. So let's see. We are the third most watched episode on the channel so far. Let's see if we can push that to 100, friends. Connor says, oh, one last thing, go into Rutgers Day tomorrow. Awesome. Very nice. Maybe I can meet John at the Weather Center. Yeah, Connor, actually, if you're going to go, I can't go since I'm working, but if you're going to go, if maybe you could, I don't know, maybe you could do a little interview with John. We'll put it on the channel. Just use your phone. Just do a little couple minutes talking to John about the Weather Watchers and whatever. You'll be our field correspondent, Connor, from Rutgers. Yeah, from East Brunswick. Yeah, see if you can do that. Maybe you can do a little video and get some of the other Weather Watchers if they're on camera. We'll put it on. Connor is our correspondent. Yeah, tell Johnny, if you do see him, about the Sleevey G show, we can push some of the numbers up here. Once we get to 100, I want to be the most watched video on this channel. Absolutely. Let's do it. All right. So that's Sleevey G show. That's our show. Connor, you have my email. So if you do get any video, just send it over. Again, just use your phone. That's all you need. It works fine. All right. So Connor, Alexandra, Anna, again, thank you so much for all the support. Thanks a lot for joining us. Thanks to our sponsors, Shaved Cave, Maxim Motor Cars, Travels with Darley, and also Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. I'm going to try to get in touch with Ralph later today. Maybe I'll do a quick stop by and say hello and maybe check out that baklava flavor. It definitely has got me intrigued. Same thing with the Nutella flavor. So should be a lot of fun. All right, friends, we thank our friends over at Rutgers, our chief meteorologist training, Mr. John Rocco. We thank him so much for coordinating all the efforts of the Weather Watchers. Thank all the Weather Watchers for all the great work that they've done here. I know we're coming down to the final exams in the next week or two. So probably by 2 weeks from now, I think that's pretty much going to be it for the Weather Watchers. And we're on our own for the summer, but which is fine. So, so again, tomorrow I'm on 880 from 10 to 3. Tune in if you can, if you're in the car or just at home. 880, and then it's also on 101 HD2 if you have an HD radio, which I highly recommend that you get. They're a lot of fun. They're fairly inexpensive, $50-$60. You can find them on Amazon, and Best Buy's got one. That's the one that I have, and I have the HD radio in the car, and the it's like night and day. The clarity for music and stuff, it's fantastic. It's like HD TV, free over the air HD TV compared to satellite or cable, or it's compressed. This isn't compressed, so it really sounds really, really good, actually. So anyway, I've been rambling on here. We got one more minute. Let's see if we make it to the exact hour for our broadcast. Next week's schedule, we'll 10 release started. We're coming back on Wednesday. We've got Me TV here for Monday, Tuesday. So Wednesday will be our day back, and we made the 3rd. So we will be back then. So everybody have a fantastic Friday. Drive safe. Be careful with this rain. It looks fairly heavy here in the next 24 hours or so, but let's fingers crossed that we can get the rain out of here for Sunday for our some street fairs here in New Jersey. So again, thank everybody. Again, a fantastic Friday. Drive safe. Have a great weekend. And we will be seeing you next week as the timer is clicking down here. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll see you next week, everybody.